Hey guys, I was wondering if you could do me a favor and just subscribe down below before we get into the video. Anyway, now that's out of the way, let's get into the video. So Tesla eyes record Q4 deliveries amid growth, but analysts flag value disconnect. So what is the Tesla delivery number going to be? So Wall Street sits just over 500,000. It's about 506,000 vehicles, which puts them at exactly 1.8 million vehicles for the year. Now, that is the number Elon gave at the start of 2024, and well, it was he gave 1.8 to 2 because he kind of gave a range, um, and I think it's very important that Tesla beat the deliveries last year, which I think were 1.803 million, and I think if it's below that, Tesla stock's gonna go down. Obviously, not financial advice, but yeah. So Barclays annual price is 515,000 vehicles, but this Barclays analyst projected, according to this Yahoo Finance piece. So you know, that would bring the increase above the 1.8, which is the target. I actually think it's 1.803, and if anything under that, is we're going to see the shares drop. Obviously, the shares dropped, you know, 2.2% today. So now we've just closed at $422 a share. And yeah, that will continue to fall if these numbers come out below, well, that one, especially that 1.8 million and the 1. I even think the 1.803 million, which was just because we need to see vehicle growth from the previous year. Like, that is vital for Wall Street. That is vital for every Tesla investor. So with that being established, that Tesla needs to hit that 1.8 million unit delivery. That is their goal. That they will be striving to hit that, and I actually think they will hit it, and they will beat it by a couple thousand units. Obviously, this Barclays analyst is projecting 515. I think that's too much. I think, and also, where is he doing his numbers? Because he's got just like an like easy not like number, like round number. Like, obviously he hasn't really thought about it. He's just said, um, hmm, I think it'll be like 500,000. They need to hit 1.8. Well, we'll add 15,000. So yeah, I don't know how reliable that 15,000 over the 500,000 is. But if we go over to my spreadsheet, so we can see in 2024 Tesla delivered 386,810. Q2 they did 443,956. Q3 they did 460,890. So what are they going to do in Q4? And obviously we're not going to get these results till after market close on January 2nd. Yeah, so total we're at about 1.293. Wall Street estimates put them about 506,763, which does get you right over the 1.800. But I don't think that's enough. I think Tesla are going to really push for the 1.803. So I think Wall Street Wall Street should be about 3,000 higher now, because that's really where Tesla's goal is. Obviously, Wall Street don't think they're gonna hit. Tesla's gonna have negative growth. I like knowing Tesla, and I do find that like they'll want to strive for that, and knowing that the tax credit in the US is getting taken away when Trump goes into power late January, I think you will see a lot of extra people like bringing forward their purchase of a Tesla to get that tax credit. So you will have the demand, but it's whether or not Tesla can produce it, because obviously they had to slightly reduce they were always changing their production capacity to slightly meet demand. Obviously, what we see in all of the earnings reports, the installed capacity, so the maximum they can churn out. Obviously, a lot of the time it runs under that because they just don't they don't have that much demand. So well, they do have a lot of demand, but yeah, it's quite and the installed capacity is quite a lot higher than what they actually produce and deliver. But I really think this quarter is it's definitely gonna be Tesla's highest quarter. But the question is by how much? Obviously, Wall Street is at 506. That analyst was at 515. Where am I? So if we go over to mine, I'm at 511. So I'm somewhere in the middle of these guys. I know this kind of starts to talk about round numbers where I've pretty much hit a round number of 1.805. I do think we obviously I'm going to be off within maybe a couple thousand vehicles. These aren't the results. Could be off a couple thousand, could be off of a couple hundred, and just be aware, guys, that 511 that'll be delivery. So Tesla will produce more vehicles than that, whether it's 20, 30,000 more vehicles. That is what I think they will deliver. So why this number? Well, ultimately, it had to be big enough where the total was going to be a beat. So we're going to see delivery growth from last year. That was vital. Obviously, if you look at the production will be a lot more than that, because the difference between production and deliveries, I think, off the top of my head, I think is increasing, which is fine because obviously, as Tesla have said, they're not trying to deliver every single vehicle they produce in a quarter because it adds too many extra costs involved. We're trying to do like express delivery, so they are, there will be a continued grow between production and deliveries. So this will probably be around 30,000 this time round. Obviously, I'm not too focused on that right now, but yeah, I think Tesla will beat the 1.803, and we will see some vehicle delivery growth. Obviously, it's basically zero. Like I've got it here as about 2,000 cars. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's even more than that. If it hits my number and comes in at that, obviously that will be a beat, but it won't be really. So it won't be enough of a beat to move the stock up, and if it's enough of a beat to keep basically to stop it from going down. So I think if we do get anywhere around if I am like somewhat right in my decision, we will see. Obviously, not financial advice. We should see the stock kind of stay above the $400 range, and I don't see it probably hovering between the 400 and the 450. It's not going to go above the 450 because there was nothing like wow, unless we can't go to earnings and they actually have made these all of these vehicles 511,000 more profitable. They've increased margins. FSC take rates have gone up. All of this stuff will result in the stock possibly going higher. Obviously, we can never know. Obviously, ultimately the stock will only go higher if more people are wanting to buy at that price than willing to sell. That's really the only way the stock's going to go higher. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. I know I already asked you to subscribe at the start of the video, but if you haven't already, please subscribe now. I'm trying to grow to 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, that's it for me today. I'll see you in the next one where we actually, I've got a portfolio update coming, and then we've also got the Tesla delivery numbers coming. So we've got an exciting week. Anyway, see you guys.